Welcome back to Toy Box. In this episode, I'm going to be showing you my process of creating a new custom cartoon figure of sorts. So I love my 1980s cartoons, as you may well know if you've watched the channel before. I've got various figures here on the back row. On these two in front here are ones that I've constructed, put together myself from things I found lying around the house, and using some milliput as well. So I've made a Cyril Sneer here from the raccoons. Really pleased with that, came out amazing. There's a video on how I did that, I'll put a link in the description. And we have also Oon here from Jace and the Wheeled Warriors. I did make his staff as well. Yes, the cartoon character I'm going to make is going to be evil Edna from Willow the Wisp. Should be quite simple. A box with some buttons and some aerials. I could probably use some sort of wires for that. But yeah, so evil Edna was the main antagonist from Willow the Wisp. A witch in the form of a walking television who could zap people with her aerials. Willow the Wisp was a 5-minute cartoon, originally broadcast in 1981, and all the characters were voiced by the legendary Carry On film star Kenneth Williams, and it followed the adventures of strange magical creatures who lived in Doily Wood, and it made this the fairy becoming a household name during the 80s. Okay, so let's crack on and make this thing. Okay, so I thought I'd use some Lego as like a base sort of mock-up part of the process, just to give me a visual aid, you know, of what I'm making and what I can make it from. I was quite impressed on how this little mock-up build turned out. You know, and I thought, you know what, I'm going to utilise this into the build. So I decided to go in my box of loose Lego. I've got some fake Lego in there, so I'm going to make the thing, the main bit of the unit out of fake Lego rather than using actual Lego. The only bit of actual Lego I'm going to use is the dome bit on top, so I don't have any fake Lego of that, so I'm going to use that dome bit and incorporate that. So I'm going to use a 6x4 flat piece to go on top, cut a hole in the middle, and yeah, where there's a space, I'm going to fill that in with some sculpting put, and from that dome I'm going to drill some holes in it and put some antennas into it. So here I am super gluing all the fake bits of Lego together. Okay, so I've marked out some dots where I'm going to put the buttons and where the screen is going to go. For the buttons, I was looking at the Mega Bloks Lego, and the top studs don't have Lego written on, they're just nice and flat. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to cut the top of those studs off and put them on the top of those marks that I've made, and then get some smaller little things for the buttons at the bottom. I might use some, going to use some beads, I think, for that. Okay, so here I am cutting the Mega Bloks studs off. Oh, careful. Yeah, I need to cut my hand on this, so I decided to use a bigger piece which I could hold on to, because I nearly sliced my finger off. So I cut 5 studs off the Mega Bloks piece to play with. There's the bigger plate that I held. It was safer for me to hold and get a better grip to cut. So I filled in the top plate in those gaps with the milliput. I've nipped off the top stud of the Lego dome piece, put a bit of filler on top of that, and I've also put filler around all the indentations where the bricks click into place. And I also put some filler underneath the actual piece as well. So it's got all one smooth surface all the way around the outside of the box. So yeah, I'm going to those 3 big studs going to go there, and underneath that I'm going to use those 3 small beads, and here they are, glued in place. I made a screen using a card which you normally get in a way like a gym membership card or something. I cut all 4 corners of it and then I glued it in together, so it's got like nice curved edges. I thought that's perfect for the screen for Edna. Here's the screen finished. I also put a layer of milliput on the top just to give it that bit of a curve, like the old 1970s screens used to have, just a bit of a beveled edge all around the sides and whatnot. Okay, so now the screen has been glued into place. The next part of the process is to make some legs to go on the bottom of the screen. The legs to come at an angle, and the back legs are kind of bent. So I've got some styrene rod here, 30 centimeters from the craft shop. It cost me 50p. So I'm going to chop this up, get some stills off the internet, and hopefully cobble together some sort of legs, and then glue it into place underneath it. Okay, so here the legs finished. So these are the 2 front ones. I've also rounded the top of the legs to make it easier to fix into the bottom of the television model. A lot more straightforward than I thought it was going to be making those legs. So here are the legs glued into place. I did make a slight indentation with a drill, and then just glued it with some super glue. Yep, so really happy the way the legs turned out. They're all level and in place. And here it is, primed and ready to go, ready to be painted. I also drilled some holes in top of the dome so I can make some aerial antennas. And here it is, painted. So the television's olive green, got a black dome, and we've got silver legs. Yeah, so to make the aerial antennas, going to use this black twist wire. You can get this in like packaging for toys and tools and stuff. It's normally holding something together, but it's really good for arts and crafts projects, and I'll save it. So like I said, I previously drilled holes in, put this wire in, manipulate it, make the shape of the antenna from some stills off the internet, and then super glue that little bead on top to make the antennas. And there you go, they're the antennas, bent into place like they are in the cartoon. I think they're really good. I was really pleased with that. It was a lot more straightforward than I thought it was going to be. So the next part of the process now is to make a face for it. I'm not going to paint it. I am going to go online, get some pictures of a face, and then put them on stickered paper. So I did find some good pictures of her face, and I did edit them in Microsoft Paint. How old school am I? And there you go, there's one on the face. I printed one out on gloss paper and one on matte paper. I chose to use the matte paper in the end. Yep, just going to cut this out now and stick it on the model. It should be pretty much done. And there she is, finished Evil Edna from the 1980 cartoon Willow the Wisp. I'm really pleased with how it's turned out. I love the way the antennas have worked well with the packaging, twist wire. I think the hardest part of the build were probably those legs, getting the bends and the angles right. But overall, really happy with it, over the moon with it, love it, and it will go well with the rest of my 1980s cartoon figures here at Poncho's Toy Box. So I hope you enjoyed this video's content. Click the like button, subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you in another video. Thanks for watching. Bye bye. And any final words from you, Evil Edna?
I can subscribe to the channel.